new album from Blues Pills is called Birthday, and I am so happy to have Elin joining us from the band. Hello, and I hope I didn't butcher it.
No, that's awesome. Thank you so much for having me.
I so appreciate it. I was just joking literally right before this saying I'm so American, and it's like I got to be more cultured and visit other countries. And what country are you in right now? This looks amazing.
I'm in Sweden, so the sun is up. It's pretty late, but the sun, I mean, it's up very late in Sweden. So
Right, you guys are so far up.
uh,
What, the doesn't start to go down till like 11 o'clock at night?
no, no, later even, I think. Depends like when in the summer, but it's during the summertime it's so bright almost the whole
24 hours.
24 hours. Yeah,
Wow.
that's cool. Yeah.
What's that like as an artist? Because many musicians are night owls, and so they need the calm
Yeah.
and peace and also darkness to really get
Yeah.
to their creative mode and into whatever it is that they're creating.
Yeah, I think because during the winter time, then it's the opposite. So then it's so dark, like it's dark all all the
Oh
all the
man,
hours around. Yeah, so then it's the opposite. So I guess we get both.
you find yourself creating more during this 24-hour period of daylight or more during the 24 hours of darkness?
I think the darkness is the for me like the best inspiration, like you said before. And I'm better at writing sort of, I don't know, more dark or a bit depressed lyrics, which is, interesting because I am pretty happy. So, but I don't know. I prefer to record and write during the winter. And then I enjoy, playing shows during the summer.
Speaking,
Yeah.
obviously, you have this new album out. When was this?
Hmm.
Was it predominantly during the winter as you?
Yeah, it was actually. It was. We
Oh,
recorded it and wrote it during the winter time, yes. And then I think I found out I was pregnant during this recording. That's why it's called Birthday. So I was just, happy to be able to record as far as I could and as long as I could because I think I finished the two last songs for this album when I was in 9 months pregnant. So that was pretty physically harder. But it all went smooth. But then we had to wait to release it almost a year, because I have to be home with my baby and everything. So
right.
yeah,
How old is your little boy now?
he just turned 10 months.
10 months. Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
They grow up quick.
yes, it goes fast.
Is he starting to crawl and explore?
Yeah, yeah, he's like everywhere. He's crazy. But he sleeps all night. I have like he's very social. He's been going with me to some of the shows this summer. We played like a big metal festival, Wacken. I don't know if you know that, but it's in Germany. And he was with me, and then we played with Deep Purple in Spain, and he came with to that show too. So
Wow.
it's been going, beyond what I would expect uh with him. So but yeah, but he's during when he's awake, he's crazy. He's just everywhere.
I can imagine that he is just going to get immersed in this industry, in this life, and he may turn
Yeah,
into a guitarist one day, you know?
yeah, yeah. Let's see. Or
So,
he turns the opposite. He like fuck
oh,
this,
right.
you know.
Right. He could be like
Yeah.
an AI scientist or something like that.
Yes, probably. Yeah, yeah.
Some of the music on this album is quite joyful in terms of the sonics and also reminiscent of some of your influences that a lot of people have referenced from earlier bands from the classic rock days of 70s and 80s and whatnot. Don't You Love It is one of my favorites. Uh,
Okay, cool.
I'm very curious as the sonics were coming together for this and you were pregnant at the same time. How much of that again was already kind of mapped out versus being in the moment and also kind of reflecting your mood?
On that song, you mean, or
Yeah, on that song. Yeah.
no? I think because when we first wrote the demo, I wasn't pregnant at the time, so we wrote the demo in my living room during the winter time. But
Yes.
yes, but we were so I don't know, like on our person, like every the band members, sorry, personal life was like we were in a good place. So it was all about just having fun, and also like the melody and the riffs and the chords. It has like a happy feeling to it, and we were like genuinely happy during when we wrote the song. So, but then, yeah, I recorded it in the studio when I was pregnant. But it's mostly like the whole album is mostly recorded live, together in the studio. And then we did some overdubs. I mean, obviously the vocals are overdubbed and also some of the guitars. But yeah, I think we captured it, like all of the songs and, our sound, because we are known, I mean, anyways, in Europe to be a great live band, and I think we captured that on this album as well.
I was literally about to say that. I feel like that just watching videos of you guys performing and then listening to this album, there was not much delineation. It was like, wow, these guys sound just as good live, at least
Oh yeah,
me, as is the recording. Like that's
yeah,
phenomenal. You really were you going in with that mindset of, yeah, let's just try to see what happens and let the mistakes flow if they happen.
yeah, a little bit, because like we had just, we were going on tour, and then we met in the studio and so on. So we came from this, our live shows, and what we really wanted to bring the energy that we have during the live shows. But of course, it's I mean, sort of impossible when you record, because you don't have the audience, you don't have the whole energy. So but we tried our best. Maybe next time we said like we should invite people in the studio and play, record and play for them, because maybe there you even get, bit more of that same feeling.
Right.
But that's up for the next album, I think.
You guys have been around for quite a while now, and I imagine that
Yeah.
in the early days you were in a garage together or some kind of a small practice space. Uh,
Yeah.
how have you maintained that energy, the enthusiasm over the years and matured as musicians and a singer?
I think like I mean that's such a good question, but I think what I like is to improve. I never think I'm 100% like always with my voice. I want to learn new stuff. So that sort of spark is there with us, and we're also like eager to, we listen to so much music, like beyond, rock and metal and like that whole scene. We listen to everything, like from classical music to jazz to like everything. So we always want to, get more influenced by other styles of music that also makes, you make a new song, but it still sounds like you, but you have influence, from this like old Swedish folk song, for example, and throw in a little bit of jazz in there. So it always has to be, I don't know, exciting to write music, and like I said, we're like a happy band. That's like we're there's no drama, and we're just like honestly it's having fun. And as long as that continues, we're gonna continue,
I love.
for sure.
I am so jealous of everyone in Europe and wherever else you've toured outside of the US because you haven't
Yeah,
set foot here in the US, so I haven't gotten to see you perform live. Are
yeah.
plans? Are you thinking about it? Is something in the works?
I mean, we definitely been thinking about it, and we're on our way, but then we had to cancel because we didn't get the visas. But this is years ago. But the only thing like now, like it costs a lot more. Like all the I don't know how it is in the US, but in Europe, like the rents are like everything's going up. So like the normal person have to struggle a little bit. So for us to get over to the States, that would mean like we have to jump on someone else's tour, because I mean, maybe it's just you who shows up if we play in San Francisco,
Oh
like I
no,
don't know.
no, no! Don't just
I
that,
don't
I
know.
promise.
Yeah,
I
but
have five
no,
friends. I have five
you
friends.
have
There'll be six
five
of us.
friends.
Six of us.
That's awesome. But I would say like we're working on trying to, get like a support slot with another band to like be able to go over to the US. But that's like on my bucket list. I need to go play the US. That'd be awesome.
I will put the word out and let's get you
Yeah.
deal. Very least.
Yes. Awesome.
Well, congratulations on the album. It is so good. I can't
Thank you.
wait to see you perform live. And if not, I'll watch the live streams as they
Yeah.
pop up. Congratulations
Yeah.
on everything. And thanks so much for the chat. I really appreciate it.
Ah, thank you. This is like my first US interview, so this is
Wow.
pretty cool.
I am
Yeah,
so honored. I'm so honored.
I'm honored.
I did it while you're on a hammock.
Awesome.